Look at this, y'all. This hole that's opened up. This is at the end of the track that leads to my house. That definitely was not there yesterday. Look at it. It's like a long forgotten tunnel. That grass has been over that grate or whatever it is for at least 50 years. Right, I played on that grass when I was little. Imagine that happened to Summer Wells and the hole was deeper than this one is. Imagine that. Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It's slightly less scorchio this morning. Overnight my time we had a thunderstorm and some rain, but I think it's going to get hot again later. It's Sunday morning. And in this video, I want to address some comments that came up from yesterday's video. Firstly, let me just say this, right? I'm not exploiting the Summer Wells case in playing the same clips that I've played before. There's plenty of other cases that I could talk about. It's not that I'm running out of content, as some people seem to think. There's a million other cases out there. But this case has been going on for 2 years with absolutely no answers, and details matter. I do not care if I've got to play the same clips for 1,000,000 times and talk about the details 1,000,000 times. Because in looking at those details, the truth is in there somewhere. I'm convinced of it. Listen, look at the Delphi case. The Delphi case had gone on for what, 5 years? It was only when someone went back to the police files, the information that was taken when the case was brand new, and someone realised that a man had been overlooked, and that resulted in an arrest. Details matter. I've said again and again now, law enforcement, FBI, TBI, whoever, need fresh eyes. They need a new team to go through all of those details again. I wish so much that I had access to the police files. It's never going to happen, of course. But what I do have is all of the things that have been said over the last 2 years, and details matter. Okay, second thing I want to talk about, and importantly, right, get into this video proper. A few people said, look, maybe in Candice saying that she was inside and Summer was outside to Ansley Daniels' crew off camera on June 20th, June 21st, maybe Ansley got it wrong. Maybe the crew communicated wrongly to her. Maybe that's true, because by June 28th, Candice clearly said that Summer went inside while she was outside fixing Grandma's knee brace at the campus steps. Maybe it was just a miscommunication. Maybe it was. But I was reminded of this clip, Candice on Cracking Cases. Listen to what she said.
What if this, what if that,
Yeah.
What if I did this right? What if I did that right? What if I walked out there with her? What if I did this? What if I did that? What if I walked out there with her? What if I walked out there with her? What if I walked out there with her?
So to go out there with her, to go out, you have to be in. You have to be in. So that's from Candice's own mouth.
What if I walked out there with her?
Details matter.
What if I walked out there with her?
If Candice was inside and Summer went outside, Candice could not have been at the campus steps. She could have been in the camper, but that's not what was said. Not what was said at all. If Grandma and Candice were both in the camper and Summer was playing outside, okay, conceivably, we can say that maybe Candice did walk her over, maybe she did go down to the basement, maybe she did walk out the basement door, and with Candice and Grandma in the camper, they didn't see her on the swing and they didn't see her getting abducted. That's a pretty unlikely event in my opinion, because even if you were in the camper and Summer was on the swing, surely you would still hear something. I don't know whether that camper's got soundproof walls or something. There's something wrong with that script. There's something wrong with it. Why Candice can't just say, I was inside, someone went playing outside. I don't understand why she can't just say that, because there would be absolutely nothing wrong with a little girl going playing in her yard while her mum was inside doing some chores. There'd be absolutely nothing wrong with that. So why is there this discrepancy still 2 years later? It needs to be explained because details matter. But in relation to the swing, I was also reminded of something that I've talked about before, something I talked about very recently, in fact, when I did that little mini-series June 15th, going through what each of the kind of main characters, if you will, the people who were actually there on June 15th, who had some interaction with Summer. In Jodisue's episode, because Jodisue was there in the vicinity on June 15th, and Jodisue had said the boys told her that they last saw Summer on the swing. At least one boy did, because in the same hour, they also told Sheriff Ronnie Lawson they'd seen her going outside the basement door. They'd seen her going out the back door, walking from the back door. So to do either of those things, to see her walking out the basement door or on the swing, they had to be outside. So them sitting at the table playing video games, the last time they saw Summer could not have been going down the stairs. They had to see her after that. I'm not saying the boys are lying, because the boys told Sheriff Ronnie Lawson and Jodisue that they last saw Summer outside. Different places, but remember there was 3 boys. So maybe one of them saw her going out the door, walking away from the door, and another one saw her on the swing. Whichever it was, the boys could not have been sitting at the table playing video games at the time they last saw Summer. Now they may have told law enforcement again and again their truth, and it's Candice who's choosing to change that story, because there would be nothing wrong, as I just said, nothing wrong with her being inside, Candice being inside, and Summer being outside on a summer's afternoon playing in her yard. There'd be nothing wrong with that. So why did Jodisue also say Candice told her something very vague?
Candice told me one thing. Like, she had no clue. She had really no clue where Summer life was. Something vague.
And yes, of course, some people have reminded me that Jodisue might be lying. Of course she might be lying. Of course she might be lying. But all we've got is what these people have said. It's all we've got. It's all law enforcement have. I mean, how can they make head and tails of it? If we can't make head and tails of it, how can they? Now, obviously, they might have more information than us. Maybe they're building on something right now. And that's why Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said he expects to have an update very soon. He said that only a few days ago in an email to News Nation. But I was reminded of this clip. And this is a clip from Cracking Cases. This is a great little clip that Cam did, because he walked past the school bus, and right at the back of the school bus is a trail that leads very easily down to the driveway. But behind the school bus, there's an old set of monkey bars. The very first time Jodisue talked about what the boys said to her, where they last saw Summer, she said swing set. Swing set, not swing. And I questioned that at the time, because that rope swing that Summer loved is not a swing set. So could these monkey bars be called a swing set? Right? When I was a kid, my friend had a set pretty much like this, and it had like a frame, monkey bars, and there was a couple of swings attached to it. So could it be that sometime in the past there was a swing or 2 swings attached to this set of monkey bars, and the boys still refer to it as the swing set? Because it would make a lot more sense for them to last see Summer here, and that would be one way in which Candice's story of being at the campus steps could be true, that she did walk Summer over, but she was away a lot longer than she realised. I'm being very kind to Candice here and looking at the possibility of what situation could it be in which Summer being at the swing set and Candice being at the campus steps could simultaneously happen in the same world, not in alternate dimensions. I'm being very kind. I'm trying to work in a situation where Candice isn't lying. 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, however many minutes, it's longer than 2 minutes. I think it's longer than 5 minutes. I don't know. Because if you're at that swing set, behind, or the monkey bars behind the bus, you can't see that from the camper. Somebody has said to me, I think it's in a Facebook group or not, and anyway, somebody said to me that one creator has shown that from the camper you can see the bus, you can see everything. No, you can't. Unless you can see through walls, no, you can't. You can't see the bus from the camper. It's right the other side. It's like the other side of the house and down the hill. You can't see it. If someone was playing down there, yes, she could have been abducted. Now, it would have to be by someone she knew, because a stranger just being there by chance, you know, by chance that someone might go down there, no, that's not a thing. That didn't happen. The universe would have to align, like, in the most horrific way, and the chances of that, very slim. But someone she knew, yeah, because you're aware very quickly. You don't have to go down the dog trail. You are there, right there, at the driveway. These are just possibilities that I'm putting out there. So accuse me of exploiting the case, because details matter. They really do. Okay, I'm going to be live later over on Michelle Walks, and it's going to be about this horrific situation that happened. Chad Dorman, whatever his name is, absolute monster, shot his 3 little boys, just shot them. Talk about that later. Not sure what time yet, but I'll put the scheduler up when I do know what time. All right, so look out for that. And I will see you very soon. I'll see you later, hopefully, to talk about that horrific case. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow for the usual video. Bye, guys.
This way.